So I'm by the area where the new Bally's casino is going, and there's a guy somebody put up a sign, "Get your family life insurance now," and he put up the number. Obviously, on this poster, there's no city permit on it, and the city of Chicago should be taking down this sign. This sign has to have a permit from the city of Chicago, and there should be some type of sticker that goes on the signage saying that it's approved by the city of Chicago for what dates. And if they're going to keep it on for an extended period of time, they have to get a new permit and put a new sticker on the poster, on the sign here. And plus, this is a telephone pole, and they didn't get permission from the power company. This is the power company's property. So, again, they just put it up there without permission from the power company, without a permit from the city. And so, that's not correct. You can't just put up signage. These are freeloaders, freeloading on the system. So you have this back end here, this big vacant lot right back here. Now they use it to store some cars, but it's a big vacant lot. And then they're doing some projects right here, but this might be a sanitation area, which is giving me a lot to cough about. But here, looking back this way, I'm just saying, what are they going to do? This used to be Kendall College. Here's the sign. Let's show it to you right there. It says Kendall College. See that? Kendall. But they moved and joined National Lewis, and they moved into the brand new building that's in South Loop. And so, what are they going to do around here? This affects this project. All this around it either makes the project look better or makes the project look worse. So the surrounding area is either going to add to the new casino or subtract from the new casino. So you see down here, you have a storage right here. So, again, are they going to get rid of that? I mean, truly, when you do a project like this, you have to get in with other developers. So, you don't understand, you can't do projects like this as a one-off. You have to collaborate with other developers. Like, I don't know any high-end casinos right next to cement plants. Truly, right next to cement plants. And so, what are they going to do to improve this area? Because if not, this development is not going to look that great. Getting in and on property, it'll look great, but once you leave the property, it looks like garbage. It looks like you're driving into a ghetto. Truly, into a ghetto, and you're going into this luxury project and then getting out of the ghetto. It was like when I studied Park Avenue in New York. Because of the random violence and everything, property values were incredibly suppressed. And it was dirty outside. You had these nice buildings, but the outside, the sidewalks, the alleyway, everything dirty. And they cleaned it all up, and the property values went way up. So the surrounding area can suppress the value of all that property, all that investment. And also, it's not too inviting where you can go to places like Macau or Vegas or other places where, like River Casino in Des Plaines, at least the area around it is a nice suburb. So here you have hiring for water savers right here. Now hiring. So multiple positions available, career development, grant, great benefits, water savers. So again, this is right by this project, but obviously I would assume. Now the problem here too is you have a great banquet center, which is right across the street here. And this is Marchetti's. And I talked to, see, you have here Gallery Marchetti's, and my friend Erica had a function here. Oh. Air quality is killing me. So, these residents back here, this area back here, it's going to get a great bump. So, all this property back here, that is back here, these houses, you see these properties back here? And that's a one-way, I think. Or is it a two-way? I can't tell. Here, it's a two-way. So you have a bunch of residents back here. And I'll show you the street. Now, Ancona and Peoria. So that's Ancona and Peoria, like the area in Illinois. Peoria, Illinois. But this is Peoria, the street in Chicago. And then all these residents back here are going to get a bump. So here's a building right here. And this is on Huron and Peoria. So all of this back here, this directly is related to the casino. So this building, you can buy property here. And here's another side street. And again, as you weave in and out of this area, you see all this, it's going to get a big bump in property value, a significant bump in property value. But the casino is going to work the opposite way. And this is Morgan and Huron. So this area back here is going to get an extremely big bump. But the casino, the people that are investing in a casino, is actually, it's going to work against them. They're going to get pulled down in value significantly. So when you're investing in a note as a banker, and you're investing in the property, that casino property isn't worth as much because it's getting pulled down. So you have this area around here that you should be pumping things into to do some kind of, targeted improvement so you can cause the property value, let's stop here, to increase. So you got a body shop all the way back here. And again, that's all about rehabbing older cars than that and refurbishing, taking them out and doing the carpet. Truly, doing the carpet, the ceiling needs to be taken down and cleaned and then reinstalled. All that stuff is about rehabbing and restoring older vehicles, like working with CarMax and Perillo and others to do pre-owned, pre-certified. Truly, where they go through the car, they pull out the seats, they pull out the carpets, they clean remember the rust in that? They take out the carpets and everything, then they recoat, clean it, and then they recoat under it. They repair if there's any damage to the metals that are under the carpeting in the car, and then they replace the carpeting. That's cheap, replacing the carpeting. But you pop out the seats. That's all can be done. Body shops are just restoration studios. And so they don't need accidents. They just restore vehicles, whether it's trucks or vans or cars or motorcycles. Like the one guy who married Sandra Bullock, Jesse James, all he did was refurbish bikes. Truly. He created some of his own, but really what he started out is just refurbishing motorcycles. Restoring old motorcycles. But taking out the wiring and everything and rewiring them and redoing them and restoring them. Truly. Taking out the engine and refurbishing the engine. I mean, it's a whole total restore. But that's what Jesse James did. He just did restoration for motorcycles. And he made a fortune in it. I mean, a huge fortune. So, refurbishing all these older vehicles, that's really what they're into. But if they don't do it right, then it seems like, oh, I need the accident, and woe is me, and poor is me, and it's not true. And again, what are they going to do with this area right here? Right down the street from the casino? I mean, I don't get it. And I like, Richards is a nice little boutique, you would say, old school. Still needs to be renovated. But there's a nice old school Italian restaurant right next to it, which is good. Truly. But what are they going to do with all this? Because if the casino doesn't work with the neighborhood and get plans to bring up the neighborhood, the casino's going to lose huge because it's going to attract less people. And when they go out from the casino, they're not going to stay around the casino at all. They're going to go far away because around the casino, basically more ghetto. So you're not going to put in a high-end development around a bunch of ghetto, because the high-end development loses, and it makes the note and investment riskier and makes the project more likely to fail because you don't get the demographics. Like when we put in Dave & Buster's, our back store was the projects. And what did we end up with? We didn't end up with the people